Welcome to a Thursday. It's going to be a hot one today. The story today in today's weather is going to be hottest day of the week, possibly 110 in parts of the Livermore Valley, 100 degrees around the inland valleys of the Bay Area. And then around the Bay proper, like we could see some low to mid 90s in a place like San Jose. So today it's going to be hot, extreme heat warning for parts of the Bay Area, a heat advisory for the rest of us. Fire danger is always high, spare the air day, basically everything. But what's going on today, which is kind of awesome compared to last week, is that we have kind of a not a one and done, but we're going to peak in temperature today and we're going to cool tomorrow. It's still going to be very warm tomorrow, still have a heat advisory and excessive heat warnings. Not as hot as today tomorrow, so cooler. And then that trends cool or milder into the weekend. Still above average temperatures, just not what happened last week when I guess it was last week, where we hit 105, 106, and then we just hung there for a bunch of days. That's not going to be the story this next couple of days. So that's awesome, right? And we're going to cool off in time for the weekend. So first thing we check out, let's check out the satellite image. This starts us off with the fog. It's restricted to the coast. Okay, so you go, okay, it's going to be really foggy at the coast. And in fact, it is. Let's go there right now. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. There's the beach. That's Ocean Beach, San Francisco right now. That's how it looks with a live camera. Let's see if we can bring it up live. There it is. Yeah, there it is live. So it's foggy. And that's how it looks on the satellite imagery. And then you also see some smoke right off the bat, right? I see smoke showing up in the inland Bay valleys. You can kind of see it. And I think you see it. I never know what people are looking at. If you're on your iPhone, you may not see it, but that's a bunch of smoke here, a bunch of smoke here. There is smoke in the area. And when we let's back out, we look at the Shelley fire. You can see the smoke coming off that. A lot of the winds on the Shelley fire are kind of blowing things towards the north and east. And that is great, except down here by the lake fire, that smoke is blowing north and east too, which is towards us. So we're seeing some smoke. We have a spare the air day today. We can take a look at the fires burning currently. The big bright ones without any brown around them, representing the fires that are the most active, certainly. That is the Shelley fire there. It's at 9,000 acres. The big one, though, we come down here, the lake fire, it's just big. It's just big fire. It's 34,000 acres. That's a big burn. That they got some containment on it. I think they're taking their time on it because we're not expecting extreme fire conditions. So they're probably letting certain areas burn that they want to do some forest management on. So that's it. That's how it looks in terms of the fires. We got the Royal Fire up here. That's at 215 acres, 30% contained, which is always a good thing. And then we look at the air quality, still using watchduty.org. And you can kind of see, it's a spare the air day. Smoke's a bit higher than where we're at. So these sensors, this is purple air. The sensors are on the ground. But still, it doesn't look great, right? That's why it's a spare the air day. You got this is particulate matter, 2.5. And you can see some areas, I'm not sure what these anomalies are, these red areas, but the overall, if you just triangulate, you go, okay, we got less than great air quality in the Bay region. Okay, we go to current conditions, and that's going to show us what's happening. It is 9 o'clock, 9:30 this morning. Currently in Chico, the temperature is 86 degrees at 9:30 in the morning, or approximately. Redding is 91 degrees. Sacramento is 84 degrees. So what's happening here? Let me see. I think I have this up here. Yeah. So this is how a lot of times on a day like today, I want to see how much different it is today than it was yesterday. So these are 24-hour changes. And this is Livermore. They are 74 degrees. That's 12 degrees warmer than it was yesterday at this time with no fog. So what's that mean? If it's 12 degrees warmer, it's going to be a significantly warmer day today. Yesterday, Livermore was in the low 100s. So it's not going to be hard for Livermore to get to 108, 110. Let's see. Napa is +8. These are the station identifiers. That's Santa Rosa STS. They're +6. So got nowhere to go but up. temperature-wise. But it's a one and done, or, essentially a one and done. Today's the hot day. And then we've got the profiler, which we're getting pretty savvy at. In this blue, the timeline runs this way. In other words, the tip of the arrow is the current time, essentially. Acoustic profile, this is down to Fort Ord, but it does a really good job of figuring out how deep, I always talk about the depth of the inversion. So this is showing you that, right? So the blue, make the blue the top of my hand, the purple the bottom. And then you can see above it is all the warm air. That's an inversion, right? You got cold air underneath warm air. That's a stable environment, but it also tells you that the fog, just picture, just do this. Just take that purple and blue and go, that's the fog. That's the depth of the marine layer, just all that purple and blue. Don't even mess with temperatures. And you can see that it pinches down a little bit as we go. It's below 1,000 feet. Coastal hills average 1,000 feet. Therefore, the fog is not getting in. It's stuck right at the coast. And look at San Francisco right now. So if you're in Livermore right now, which is warmer than yesterday, San Francisco, Ocean Beach, not happening. This is going to be a cool day out there all day. There may be some breaks from the fog, but it's just dense fog. But up around 19th Avenue, sun's coming out, right? So this is right at the coast. That's why it's not cooling. This fog, though, makes a play inland tomorrow, and that's why the cooling will begin. And you can see that here with the 5-day forecast. So excessive heat on Thursday, that was yesterday or today. And then Friday, a little bit cooler. Saturday, a little bit cooler still, and so on. That 106 on Friday, I think that's a little overdone. I think that Friday, I think temperatures, the hot spots will be 101, 102, because I think the fog comes back. So there you go. There's the 5-day forecast. This is the forecast. It's going to be a hot one today, better tomorrow.